All right, so a grand ceremony after a supersized mandate. Narendra Modi was sworn in last evening as India's Prime Minister for a second straight term, a week after his party managed to win a huge mandate in the general elections that just concluded in the country.
मैं नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा।
All right, now these are live visuals that we are getting where the Sri Lankan President Maithripala Sirisena is in fact meeting with India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Remember, Maithripala Sirisena had been invited as one of the chief guests to the swearing-in ceremony of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And this, of course, is a very crucial meeting that is taking place in the aftermath of the BJP having stormed to power in the recently concluded elections. Strategically, Sri Lanka is of huge importance. Remember, China, which has made inroads into Sri Lanka in terms of getting more sort of rights in terms of getting its foothold in Sri Lanka. Now, this, of course, is a relationship that India will have to look at very, very closely. And I'm also told that we are joined in by my colleague Siddhant Sibil, who's joining us live from New Delhi. Good morning to you, Siddhant. Now, we just saw the visuals of Prime Minister Narendra Modi meeting with the Sri Lankan President Maithripala Sirisena. Tell us more as to what is up on the agenda as these two leaders meet.
Well, when it comes to India and Sri Lanka, a lot of things, given the fact that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be going to Sri Lanka in just 15 days' time, because remember, he will be on his first foreign visit, will go to two countries, Maldives and Sri Lanka. And we know that Sri Lanka is just coming out of that deadly terror attack which took place on 21st of April. And we also know that NIA teams are there right now in Sri Lanka to help the local authorities regarding the counter-terror measures that can be taken. But other than counter-terror measures, there are many things. India is one of the major development partners of Sri Lanka. It has provided a lot of help, in a sense, through infrastructure projects. Just a few days ago, we saw MOU being signed between India, Japan and Sri Lanka to develop a container in the Colombo port. This in the backdrop of growing Chinese influence in the region. We know China has been trying to make inroads in the region, and that is, because of that, many countries are falling in debt, its own debt diplomacy, including Sri Lanka, which had to lease its port, one of the ports, for 99 years because it could not pay back the money to Beijing. So there are many things when it comes to India and Sri Lanka, but today is the first day of Modi government, and the day has already begun for Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his second tenure. And the first thing he has been doing since morning, starting at 10:30 a.m. till 12 noon, will be meeting with various foreign leaders who have come here to take part in the oath-taking ceremony. Yesterday he met the Kyrgyz president. Today morning he started the day meeting with all these BIMSTEC leaders who have arrived here in Delhi for the oath-taking ceremony.
Absolutely, indeed. And Siddhant, considering the fact that you're talking about the debt that Sri Lanka has gotten to because of the infrastructure funds that it has got from China, is it looking for more kind of aid from India? Because India, after all, is Sri Lanka's largest trading partner.
Well, of course, Sri Lanka, when it comes to India's policy, it's neighborhood first. India is more than keen to help its neighboring countries, whether it's Sri Lanka, Maldives, or maybe in the north like Bhutan, or Nepal or Bangladesh. But when it comes to aid, yes, Sri Lanka does need aid from India, development aid from India in the backdrop of what has happened with the Chinese, because we know the Chinese are trying to engage in some kind of other diplomacy, which includes debt diplomacy, which is causing a lot of problem to these countries because they are not able to pay back. Yes, China has built massive infrastructure in these countries, whether it's Maldives, Sri Lanka, or maybe in Central Asia, but these countries have to pay a huge price for that, and that is sometimes very painful, especially to the sovereignty of these countries.
Absolutely, indeed. Thank you very much indeed, Siddhant, for joining us and getting us all those insights into this very crucial relationship between India and Sri Lanka, which is expected to get only stronger, considering the fact that Maithripala Sirisena is the leader who, in fact, was elected recently. And he has, of course, stated that India is Sri Lanka's closest neighbor and friend, and therefore the destinies of the two countries are also interlinked.